So let's play the E shape in the key of C. Here's the C E shape in pentatonic. And as other people have said on the internet, such as Eric Helgen, says, for caged, learn the chords first. Alright, so here's C shape, here's A shape, same chord. Here's G shape. I'm kind of slipping off of the strings. And then E shape. Alright, so we're at the E shape. This is the E shaped C. This is it. Okay? And it's just like that, right in the middle of the chord. Now when you go to the A shaped F, if you try to play that same shape, it comes out minor because of the tuning warp. You have to raise it up and change the shape. So I'm going to show that in the next chart. Okay, so we have in the E shape, we have the second inversion dominating. In the A shape, we have pretty much the second inversion. Again, it's just shaped a little differently, but it's the same thing, except in the A shape, this moves over top, so it's like a little stack of notes. So in the A shape, let's find, are we on the warped? Yeah, we're on the regular tune. So this up here is the regular tuning, okay? I know you like to hear me play, but it's better just to be able to use the mouse a little quicker. So in the A shape, which starts on the 5th over here, okay? Here's your root 5-3. Now remember, this is the regular keyboard. This is the unwarped one. And the unwarped one on the A shape, with no tuning warp, the A shape, you have a repeat of this. You see how there's that interval there? It goes down the guitar to get that major third. And here with the unwarped, and this is the A, remember I got an A right here. That's the only thing you got to trust me, right?
There's coffee in the thermos.
Alright, thank you. There's coffee in the thermos. 5R3. That is the E shape, but it's in the A position. When this gets warped, 5R3, the 3 goes this way. Everything goes, these two guys here, alright, this entire top 2 strings goes this way, a half a step, alright? That's the warp. So, the intervals involved, alright? The intervals involved here. The E shape has now this is a warped fretboard now, okay? So these guys have already gone this way. And you'll see, you know, warped fretboard when you see the top and the bottom strings are the same. They are the same. You see 6, 7R, 6, 7R, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7R, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're the same. That's how you know it's a warped fretboard in the diagrams. Warped fretboard is what the guitar is tuned to. Same note down here. Okay, same. That's the warped fretboard. So, again, we're looking at the intervals. We're trying to cover the intervals because they're important to know the chords. These 3 chord inversions, okay, root 3-5, 3-5 root, 5 root 3. Second inversion is very important. In piano, I love playing second inversion. Okay, so we've got the second inversion is evident in our E shape. This E also pertains to the diagram below it, but that says I'm warped. This is warped. Okay? Warped fretboard. Says it right there. Tuning warp. Normal tuning. Alright? So, let's look at the second inversion first. We got 5R3 right there in the E shape. Okay? Now in the A, alright, let's just follow caged. So 5R3 in the E shaped. Alright? In the D, actually, let's do it in fourths. So we're going to go to the A shape next. The fourth of E is A. So we're just moving it up one string. When everything moves up in guitar one string, it's going to a fourth up. So now we have 5R, but the 3 is on top of it because it was warped over. We don't have this, where are we over here? We don't have this shape anymore, okay? It's 5R3 straight up. So it's like the little guy. I could cut and paste this over here for you, but we don't want to mess it up. Because guess what? It's going to change shape again. Now when we move this pattern, 5R3, up another string for the D shape, okay, now what happens? We've got the 5R, the 3 had been warped over. Now we're going to warp over the R, okay? So we got 5R3 like that. We got 5R3 in the A shape, all right? And what it turns out over here, okay, we've got the A shape. I'm getting a little confused here for a second. Here's the A shape starting on the 5th, 5R3. The 4th of that, okay, here's where it gets a little tricky. The 4th of that, if you move this R up, the R is going to go over. The R would have to warp over. We can't say it's already warped. We're mentally moving that R up a string into the warp zone. That R has to go up and warp. Alright? So the R is going to warp up. And the 5 sitting underneath it still. I didn't warp. You did. I didn't warp. You did. Okay, the 3. Where was the 3? The 3 was here. Okay, but now the 3 got moved straight up. So we moved the 3 straight up because there was no warp there. So we moved the 3 straight up. There it is. We moved the R up. It got warped. The 5 stayed the same, and there's our D shape right there. So it changed again. All right, so this changed again to a D shape, where it goes 5, then to the R, then to the 3 there. That's why we didn't want to really kind of like lock it into the A shape, because we had the D shape. It's another second inversion chord, but guess what? That's it. Now we have the C and the G shape to figure out. Okay? Well, let's talk about the C shape for a second. The C shape is interesting because it has all 3 inversions in it. This is the C shape. Where is the second inversion we were just talking about? Our 5 root 3, right there, the bottom 3 strings of the C shape is a second inversion, just like we were talking about. Now, take the 5 and put it over on top of the 3. We should get a